What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Cody. Thank you for joining us. This is our series and our playlist of how-tos and ways to help you catch some fish. The point of these videos is to get you in and out quick and fast to the point that way you spend less time on here and more time out there on the water catching some fish. Today we're going to be talking about if you're a new angler and you're trying to get into bass fishing and you're wanting to catch some fish, these are going to be the lures that I recommend you go buy first. And if you're an experienced angler, there might be some tips in here for you as well. So let's hop into it. Alright guys, so first off, there is an old saying out there that says lures are made to catch fishermen, not fish. That is definitely true. I actually have an example of one right here. Here is a red worm. It's got two little hooks on it. If you went into a store and you saw this, you'd be like, oh, it kind of is flashy, and it would probably be right next to the spinner baits. A worm, everybody talks about you catch some worms. Somebody's probably caught a fish on this, but it was probably a fluke weird thing. This is just not something that I would throw out there. If you are just getting into it, you need to know what kind of water you're fishing. So if you go out to where you're going to be fishing and it's dark colored, the saying is dark colored, dark bait. Light colored, light bait. If you want to know what you need to throw in which clarity, you can click on this video up here. Alright, so if I was talking to somebody and they were like, man, how do I catch some bass? It can get real in depth, and that's what this series is about. But if you're just going out there to throw something, I would go and I would recommend the CHATTERBAIT. You can pick one of these up for about $5. This is a Z-Man CHATTERBAIT. It's in between $5 to $7. You don't even need a trailer on it. You can put a soft plastic if you want to, but if you just want to be simple, throw this bad boy out there. I've caught so many fish on a CHATTERBAIT with no trailer on it. Toss it out there anytime, any day. Just retrieve it back. Shakes a lot of water, agitates a lot of water. When it's windy, it's still gonna get the bass's attention. Number one, I would tell you to get a CHATTERBAIT. Number two, I would say a Texas rig worm. If you wanna know how to do a Texas rig, you can click on that video right there. But I would get any type of worm. Same goes with it. If it's a darker worm, throw it in a darker color. If it's a lighter worm, throw it in a lighter colored water. More clear clarity. I'm in Texas, stained or muddy water. This blue and black and blue and red are the two that I try to go with all the time if I'm in some dark water. This is a Zoom finesse worm. These things are great and they're cheap. So go buy a pack of these and get you a Texas rig, throw it out there and get you some fish. Going to be a jig. A jig is a more patient type of bait. So this one is a weight, it's weedless, you put a trailer on it. This one I would recommend putting a trailer on it. Put your little crawl or something on there and toss it out there and you just pop it slow and let it set and pop it. You're gonna catch fish on it. I'm not patient enough to fish these all the time though. I like to cast and retrieve. I'm moving a lot on the kayak and on the bank, and I'm just not patient enough for a jig, but a lot of people catch some huge bass on some jigs. Next one that I would say, this one is a white one because I throw this one clear water, and this is the fluke that I throw out there. If you want to know how to fish a fluke and the different ways, you can click on that video up there and it'll show you all that you need to know. But I throw this out when I'm in some clear water. This one, a fluke, is great too. Fish it in those different ways in that video that you can out there. In the video I kind of explain when to fish them and how to fish them, and you can go from there. Alright guys, so that's it. So that's the ones that I would recommend you go buy if you're new to fishing, or if you're just getting into fishing, or if you're experienced and you don't have any of those, I'd go throw those in your tackle box as well. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you could, give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It lets me know that you enjoy this content and you want to see some more. If you want to check out any of the other videos in our playlist, you can click up there, or I'll put in the link down in the bottom. Just hit subscribe so you know when the next video is live. Just remember guys, keep fishing simple, and I'll catch you on the next one.